And so, you know what? I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I do want to take a quick moment. A valued member of our team here, Cam Ford, is here, so give Cam a hand. Cam's a Long Beach Poly guy, which really bothers me a lot. But he's proud. He's a proud Jackrabbit. But I love Cam Ford. He's a valued member of our team. Works really hard, and he's a great guy. And so it's nice to see you here tonight. But anyway, I just I appreciate what Long Beach has done for me, and I hope you would all know that I always keep in mind where I am from, and I've always wanted to make Long Beach proud. And I'm gonna keep doing that because it's been good to me, and this town, and this city, and even this club, and all that happens here. Really, you get reflective as you get older, and I look back and I can't think of nothing but good things that have happened to me coming through Long Beach and what Long Beach and being a product has done for me. So that being said, I do appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight, Mr. President. And if anybody has any questions,
I open up some questions. So,
sure, go ahead.
When you went to Sage Oak, it's being the smallest of 28 students, how many participate in sports and which sports?
They have cross country for boys and girls.
You might repeat the question.
I'm sorry. She asked about my school with 28 kids. Sage Oak, it's a little charter school. They have, Victor Riddlesbury. They have 28 kids. They do cross country for boys and girls. They do track and field for boys and girls, and they have a basketball team for boys and girls. So 28 kids.
How many of the 28 participate?
Probably 27. That's about how it is. Yes, sir.
So Ron, the question is that how do you balance in a very difficult job in all these circumstances today, modern day versus a poly versus a paramount?
That's an excellent question. We have done something over the last 3 years, and I think when I've come to you before, you've heard me talk about what we call competitive equity playoffs. What we've done is we've set up a system across 14 sports where we evaluate every school, and we evaluate their performance over the last 2 years, and then we place them in divisions based on how good they are or how not good they are. And so what we've tried to do is get away from, well, if you have a big school, it means you're good. It's not necessarily true. Or if you're a small school, you're not good. And that's not true either. And so what happens is you get matchups. The other night, Dodger Stadium, Division II, Santa Margarita High School against Norco High School. Private school, public school. It ended up 1-0 in 12 innings. One of the greatest games I've ever seen. It didn't matter that one team was private and one team was public. It didn't matter how many kids went to each school. What mattered was this is the right group to be playing each other. And so that's what we're after. And it's worked really, really well over the last 3 years. We've seen closer games, and then we've seen a lot of schools getting a chance to compete who hadn't had that chance. And I think I've shared this with you before. The Moore League's a great example if you took football. All the years that Long Beach Poly has been so successful, the Wilsons, the Millikins, the Jordans, the Lakewoods, the rest of them, they weren't at that level. But when it came playoff time, everybody went to Poly's division. And everybody else got beat by 40 to 50 points. And I think in the 3 years we've done this, Wilson got to the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken, in 1 year. I think Millikins won a couple of playoff games in advance. And so these programs are getting a chance to compete at the level they should compete. And that's been the answer, Don, to public, private, big school, small school, medium size, charter school, who's got money, who doesn't have money. At the end of it, are you good or are you not good? And you should compete with the people you should compete with. So that's what we're trying to work on.
So I can talk about it.
Yes.
Dovetailing into that, a bunch of my friends were bitching about girls softball postseason, that some good teams got left out because of some kind of redistricting. Is that going to be looked at for next year?
The one thing that we don't have involvement in is how leagues finish. It's up to them. They tell us who's first place, second place, third place, and then we do it from there. So if you don't make it, that's really not our issue. That's more of a league issue. If a team doesn't
divide the league?
No, we have
They
nothing.
did that?
Yes. He just said, did this group, it's the 8 schools you're talking about, right? The Sunset League group, and no, they chose who was here and who was here, and if you don't make it, you don't make it. That's not part of our deal, that's a league thing, in terms of when the championship starts, the playoffs start. Bruce?
Hey, Rob, what's your take on parents and students jumping schools?
You know, I wrote about it. Every month, if you want, I send them to Dan. I do what I call message from the commissioner, and he always asks me to send them to him, and I know he shares them with you. I wrote about it called loyalty. I said, where's the loyalty for parents and kids, but also our coaches sharing that. If I'm coaching, and I've asked our students and parents for 3 years to fundraise, to give up family time, to not go on vacation because of our schedule. And then my son or daughter's ready for their senior year, and here comes some transfer kid. And the transfer kid goes right in front of my kid. You know, where are our coaches showing loyalty to the people that they've asked to sacrifice? So I think it's a problem. We're not teaching kids loyalty. Our coaches aren't teaching kids loyalty. Our parents are not teaching kids loyalty. At the first moment that dad or mom doesn't like you, the position you play, or the playing time that you're not getting, it's time to run away. We gotta go somewhere else. And the grass is always greener, but it's not. So it's frustrating. I mean, it's frustrating because I think a lot of us grew up in a time where I can't imagine not going to school with these guys over here. We were all friends and we were gonna go to the same high school together. And these kids today, you know, they look at their friends and they say, well, sorry, you know. And so it's a great question. And I've tried to, you know, be honest about it, say to people, we need to, as parents and as coaches and educators, and you gotta teach kids to stick with something. You know, the answer is not always to run away. And so, you know, I try to use the platform that I have to send that message. Let's teach loyalty. Let's teach kids to stick to something instead of just immediately run off to somewhere else. And so, thank you for that. What else you got? Yeah, Kyle?
Rob, so I don't know if it has to do with school or district, but the student athletes' accessibility to athletic trainers within their schools.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's not, I don't think it's a seven section issue. There may be a vision with it, but I guess how the pairings go.
Well, we work real hard to try to get athletic trainers on every single high school campus. We work with a lot of different physical therapy clinics. We work with different hospitals. We work with some different organizations out there and try to place trainers on high school campuses. That's a huge deal. You know, as an athletic director, the worst nightmare is when you didn't have a trainer. And so that's something, Kyle, we're making a real effort to work with a lot of people. And there's a bill in front of the California legislature. I don't know if any of you know this, but we're the only state in the country that doesn't certify athletic trainers. And so the CIF's been right out in front of that saying, you need to pass this bill so that our trainers are certified athletic trainers, and there's nothing more important than taking care of kids. So, and very quickly, just the Baldwins over here, products of Tim Richmond and his expertise, playing for Tim and their son going to the Air Force Academy and being an outstanding young man. Doug Shea. We do. And you know what? I've always said whenever I'm invited to speak, I always want you to relax because I'm not going to ask you for money, and I'm not. We do have a golf tournament, but we've been sold out we're actually oversold. So we do a golf tournament that we call for Champions for Character, which is a program that we run for student athletes, coaches, athletic administrators to recognize and give, you know, praise to those who are the best in sportsmanship and character and ethics. And we give $1,000 scholarships to the student athletes who are award winners. And so we have a golf tournament to raise money for it. It's coming up on June 17th. But I don't need any of you to sign up to play because we're sold out. If any, well, I don't want to say, no, I'm not going to say. We're fine. You guys and girls get hit up all the time. I'm not here to hit you, but we'll be okay. But thank you, Doug. We're waiting for your golf balls. Have you got the golf balls yet? Okay, thank you. Doug Shea always donates the golf balls that we are able to give to our golfers, so thank you.
So round of applause for Rob Wigod.
Yes, I got it.
I'm not giving you a hug. Tim, do you have a last question?
I was giving you just a funny question. Can you remember any epic hit, either in practice or a game when you played football?
I never made any epic hits.
Do you remember in practice going up for an interception and knocking me out?
I do not remember that because
and
Tim and I were partners.
Okay, get up.
We were partners. Tim and I in the defensive backfield. We were partners back there many years ago, but some good times. But anyway, I do want to say thanks to all of you because again, you are really integral and important to kids, and especially in Long Beach. And I'm here when you're giving that money out to the schools, you're giving it out to the youth organizations, you're giving it out to the people that come here and ask for your help. And the Century Club's always been there, always been there. And with the efforts that you're making to get more membership, more people, it's really a great thing. And so I'm proud to be part of it. And I just hope you know that I'm always going to do my best to represent Long Beach and you as best that I can. So thanks for having me.
Thank you.